I went to McGill in the 70s and came here. This became my second home. I used to practice piano here when there were no practice rooms at the music faculty. And I remember playing Beethoven. And Tom Livingston was, he was here, and he was building the wooden counter, which is no longer here. But it was this lovely wooden counter, and he was going with his saw along with the Beethoven. So we got Beethoven in twice today. I volunteered for the Visiting the Elderly program, and that was a lot of fun. I met a lot of interesting people. Mrs. Brown was perhaps the most famous, as wide as she was tall, and she had a little bit of hygiene problem, but we put up with it. And I helped her move one time, and I went to get a suitcase that was sitting against the wall, and took it away from the wall to start moving it, and the whole other side was a darker color than that side. I thought, oh, that's a really spiffy suitcase, and two-toned and everything. And then that darker color, sort of the Auburn brown thing, it started to sort of swirl in front of my eyes, and it was a solid wall of roaches, and they just scattered. Cockroaches, just unbelievable. Life on Aylmer Street in the 70s.
It's not much different.
Yeah. So we've been remembering Leonard Cohen. There are a couple of others that I'd like to remember today. First is Jesse Winchester, who is, and I know two songs from Jesse, Yankee Lady and Brand New Tennessee Waltz. So is there any preference between those two?
Either or both.
Either or both. Well, if I do both, I won't be able to do the other one that I had planned. So I'll do Brand New Tennessee Waltz.
All right.
If I can remember what key I'm supposed to do it in.
Tennessee walls, no telling
Ah, there they are, the back of my rental car bill. Dave McLaughlin.
Okay,
Does anybody remember Dave playing banjo down here?
I do.
Yeah.
I didn't yesterday, but now I've placed him.
Okay, yeah. And I heard Dave play many times here, and we ended up playing in a band together, because who was it last night who got asked to play bass, or told he was going to play bass? And he
Bill
never-
Russell.
Well, that happened to me too. I was in the hospital, having recovered from a foot infection, and he came and said, "You're playing bass in our band. We start in 2 weeks in Arundel." So I bought a Fender bass, learned to play country music, and we became eventually Gary Gleam and the 50s Machine. And that, by the way, when we got a job in the Yak to Yak, which is the 50s bar on Peel Street, then in the Laurentian Hotel, that's what made me cut my hair finally.
And now you regret it.
I've regretted it every day. Every day. And by the way, on the Yellow Door site, there's like a bunch of photographs of remembering times past. And the first one is Roger Bach and Tom Livingston and Pat, whose name I forget, and Mary, whose last name I forget, and me on the right with much longer hair and sideburns. So
All right.
that's before Gary Gleam and the 50s Machine. So Dave wrote a song called Vacation from the Blues.